Which of the following periods is the increase in the number of students with part-time jobs largest? So largest increase. So apparently we see slopes here, different slopes. For example, look, when you look over here, slope is very less, correct? When you look over here, slope is higher than that. This is pretty less. This is a little bit higher than the previous one. Does that make sense? So answer is going to be highest slope. So which what is that? During which of the following periods is the increase in the number of students with the part-time jobs largest? So when you look at the answer choices, what would you recommend me? B. Let's check B, 7 to 10. 7 to 10 look like more than the others, right? When you look at 4, 6, it's almost, slope looks like almost 0, right? It's not even increasing. But when you look at that, there's a sharp increase, looks like largest. 11, 14, 11 is here, and then 14 here, doesn't look like. So that's correct. One is B. Next question. Okay, before I start this one, I'm going to write a formula. Is that remind you something? Slope intercept form, right? So in this case, B is going to be y-intercept, m is the slope. So I just wrote that down because there's a similarity. When I looked at T, total saving is equal to 30M plus 83. Okay, M is the number of months of saving. Let's say he didn't start yet, so if I call M 0, 30 times 0 is equal to 0. What is this? What was T? T is equal to 83. What is T? Let's check. Total amount he has saved. Even though he starts saving, he has $83, right? So when you look at the question answer choices, the amount of money Ellie started with, that looks correct, right? Let's check the other answers. The number of months, no, it's months is here. We don't have any months here. So the amount of money Ellie saved each month. No, number of money Ellie saved each month going to be this, the total thing. So 1 month later, he's going to have 30 times 1 is equal to 30 plus 83. That'll make $113. C, right? 2 months later, it's going to be 60 plus 83. 3 months later, it's going to be $90 plus $83. Let's check this one. What is this? The total amount of money Ellis wants to save. I don't know. Who knows that? How much money he wants, right? So the amount of money Ellis started with. When he started, how can I understand? I should put 0 for M because he's barely started. M is 0. The time is never passed. So M is going to be 0. He's still, when he starts, he's going to have $83. Hundreds grams of banana provides 0.15 milligram of zinc. Milligram, I'm writing the units because they are different. It could be kind of tricky. Okay, so which of the following is closest to the number of milligrams of zinc provided by 140 grams? Look at the units, grams. Where's the gram? Here. So this number goes underneath of another gram. See, grams of banana. That's right. I'm not supposed to writing under this zinc. Make sense? So which of the following is closest number of milligrams of zinc? So this is milligrams, so I'm on the right path. Does that make sense? So which of the following, question mark, X, so goes underneath of this. So there is a proportion, and I'm going to make that, create this proportion like this. Then I'm going to solve that proportion. How do we solve proportions? Butterfly, right? We're going to do cross multiplication. So 100 times X. So there's nothing tricky about the units. Gram, gram, milligram. It's going to be milligram. So 100 times X is equal to 140 times 0.15. I'm doing butterfly, so 140 times 0.15. So we're looking for X, so divide both sides by 100. So since this is the calculator section, we're just going to put it into calculator. When you put that into calculator, answer is going to be B. Did you all found it?
Yes.
Any question on this? Next one. Okay. They're asking very specific, almost same type of questions. There's a line, and this is, what is that? A formula, equation, right? Formula of the line, when the equation of this y equals 5x plus p graphed in xy plane. This is a line. How do I know this is a line but not a parabola, for example? Different thing. It's not square, right? When you look at the exponents, it's 1, so it's going to be line. And slope is positive, y-intercept is p. So I can I'm just trying to visualize for you guys. 5x, slope is 5, it's going to be pretty steep. But I don't know p is positive or negative. It could be cross here or here, I don't know, just doing that roughly. But what I know, constant graph, yeah. This line is passing through this point, x equal -2, and y is 1. X equal -2, y is 1. So somewhere else, yeah, that point is on it. If a point is on the line, that means that numbers has to satisfy the equation. So x and y. So when I write down the equation, y is equal to 5x plus p, these x and y's has to satisfy the equation. So there are 3 variables and just one equation. So it's impossible unless I put that variables in here. Let's do that. X equals -2, y equals 1. Y equals 1, as you see here. X equals -2, right? X equals -2. -2 times 5 is equal to -10 plus p. Now look at that. One equation, one variable, so we can solve it. We're going to add 10 to both sides. When you add 10 to both sides, p is going to be plus, right? Okay, let's read A, answer choice A, question number 5.
The number of times at that increases, the number of it decreases.
Are you agree?
No, I do not.
Why not? Yeah, line is positive, slope is positive, both increasing together. So number of hits increases, number of times at that. So it's going to be either increase, not even decrease, that increases, right? So it's supposed to be same, increase, decrease, done. So increase should be correct. So when you look at that increase, it's saying constant. No, it's not constant. Continuously increasing. The number of times at that decreases and increases. So has to be same and has to be increasing. Very simple. Thank you. So the question 5 is B. Okay, question number 6. For the player with the 450 times at bat. Where's 450? 450 is here. Let me clean this. And then 450 runs. Not even 125, right? Okay, so in between 100 and 125. Okay. For the player with 450 times at bat, the actual number of hits the player had is approximately how many fewer than the number of hits predicted by the line of best fit? Which one is the line of best fit? Which one? Not the number, like best fit line. There's a line, as you see, guys, here. Line of best fit is this. Yes, there you go. That's the line. That's the line is the line of best fit. So actually, it's so obvious, right?
So
125 minus line of best fit is lines itself. And when I go up all the way up, it's going to be 125, right? 125 and how many less? Yeah, we can say 10 because in between 125 and 100 is just 25 and it's pretty close to 25. It's definitely less than 25 and definitely less than half of 25 because the line is pretty close to 25. Does that make sense? So what is the answer? Okay, let's make one more time. Let's clarify that one more time. Clarify. Good job. All right, I'm busy. You can't do. Okay. Line of best fit is 125. Correct?
Yes.
But 450 is on this point. So in between 125 and 100, that's less than. So what is that gap here? What is the total gap is 25, but I'm just looking at small portion, right? So it has to be even less than 25, even less than half of 25. Most probably it's 20 is going to be. Yes, we're using calculators. Everybody has calculators.
1,245.
1,245, you said?
Yes.
Like as B. So is the answer B?
Yes.
Jump.
Wait, hold up. No, it's not.
Yo, then. Okay, don't jump on B then. So, okay. I checked the difference between third and fourth year. You guys going to check also second and third year difference between second and.
Yes.
Since, as you see that, apparently everybody agrees, this is not same.
Right.
So
Since it's not same, it's not linear. Then guess, you have 50% chance. If you don't have time, you should definitely guess one of them. But we have time now. Okay, now how we're gonna determine 3% or 9% increase each year?
I put, I don't know, I try to find
41,524 times 1.02.
Exactly. So let's say $38,000 to 3% of 38,000. Let's see that. 38,000 times 3%, right?
Yes, sir.
3%. 0 point.
0.03.
Get out of here.
people point.
So it's going to be, I just put more, right? 11. Let's put that correctly. 38,000 times what?
0.02.
So this is going to be increase. So when I add 38,000 plus, it's gonna be equal 39,140 is going to be next year. So this is right. But if you put 9%, that makes almost 10%. 10% of this is going to be 3,800, right? When you add 38,000 plus like almost 10%, 3,800, it's going to exceed 40,000.
You found
So this is not definitely C. What is it again?
You found the percent and then you just added it.
Yes. Yes, exactly. When you go back here to calculator, I just found the percent first. Guys, 3% of 38,000 is that amount. So it's increasing that amount for the first year. So I have to add this one to the base amount in order to find the second year salary. So who's gonna tell me how am I going to find the third year salary? So I'm going to get that number here, 39,140 times, again, same 3%, right? 0.03. So it's going to be 1174. I'm going to add that amount to this, so it's going to give me the second year's and third year's amount. So each year 3% increasing. That makes that exponential increase. Thank you. Let's do mental math as a chill. Let's do mental math. Subtract, look at the sign. Negative times negative, that makes positive. 1x squared y plus 1 more x squared y, that makes 2x squared y, not nothing. Because 2 negative, negative times negative, positive. Positive 1, that makes positive 2x squared y. So what, look at the answer choices. Eliminate A, B, and D. So we have two choices.
Because I didn't put 2 on that.
Yes, because negative times negative is going to be positive. And then let's green. Negative 3y squared. Let me change the color.
But you multiply.
Negative.
Times 1 is 1.
Are you talking about here? Negative times negative, positive. Where's that? Negative times negative, positive. Positive 1x squared y. There is also one more x squared y.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
1 times 1.
you're adding it in, because all plus minus plus minus. We're adding it in. 1 plus 1 makes 2. So we're not multiplying, we're adding. That good point though. So negative 3y squared. What is another y squared is here, right? So negative times negative, positive. Positive 3y squared. So since they cancels out, I'm not supposed to have y squared like this. That means answer is A.